Hi folks, Bill here, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great day. It's a nice day here in Edinburgh. Yeah, again I'm going to do another video, and this time I'm going to be tackling this Hawthorn. To give you the story, what I done was I wanted a Paul Scarlet Hawthorn, and I went onto eBay and I purchased this tree for about £30 actually, and it came got delivered and wrapped it. Tried to put it in this big pot, but the roots were quite big, so I did quite a bit of a root chop, and just to get it in this pot. And with the bottom of the root, I planted that as well, and that's the result. So brilliant root cutting from a Hawthorn. Now the problem is when you take a Paul Scarlet, it's usually a grafted tree. And so if you take a root cutting, you're not going to get a Paul Scarlet. You're probably going to get the original root, the original tree from the root, which is normally the usual white Hawthorn. So unfortunately, what happened was, well, 2 years after I bought the plant, it actually started flowering. I thought, oh great, it's flowering for the first time. I'm going to get nice red flowers, but that didn't happen. I got white flowers. So it looks like the tree didn't take either, unfortunately. So I didn't get a Paul Scarlet Hawthorn, which I'm really gutted about, and I still don't have one. Well, I might have one actually, but it's yet to be proven. So I did buy another one, and from a different nursery, and ended up. That's a long story. I ended up with dead trees getting sent to me. But one of them survived, but it's yet to prove itself because it's still quite young and there's no flowers or anything yet. So anyway, the idea in this video is to try and do something with this, and you can see there's a nice big sort of chunky chop there in the roots, and so I'm going to turn it around and say that that's the front, but then I've got some selections to do. I need to pick a leader, a branch, and it's going to be pretty tricky. So yeah, it's no one I've been putting that off for a while, because it's like I just don't know what to do with it. So on video I might as well just do the best I can, and you may or may not disagree with the selections, but we'll see what happens, eh? Right, so let's get on with the video. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to take it out and check the roots. So, oh, there it is, it just lifted out, no problem. Yeah, so I got it in 2021, in March 2021, and it's just been sitting in this pot. I actually grew it, I actually buried it in a just like a tub I've got with dirt, like a grow bed type thing, and then I covered it up with a pot like that to see what happened, and it ended up just started sprouting. So I'll probably put it back in that pot, I'm not sure, but there's a nice big thick root. So let's get some of this off and find out what's going on with the roots here, because it's been in there for a wee while now and I need to just check it out, eh? So the roots are starting to go round and round the pot. And I do believe this has got the makings of a cracking little bonsai. You can see these roots just going round and round. So there's some strong roots in there, and you know what's going to happen to this, right? They're getting a snip. A wee bird's nest, start of a bird's nest. Like I say, I've been putting off tackling this for a while because I've just never been. I mean, I have pruned some of the long shoots because they went quite high, and other than that I've like just not been too sure about what to do with it, to be honest with you. It's kind of windy, the wind's picking up now. But yeah, there's very little clouds in the sky, which is nice, but it means it's getting a bit of a cool breeze coming. Cool breeze. And when I start getting cold when I'm doing this, I tend to rush. Right. So I can see some pretty strong roots going round and round. Right. So I'm going to have to make some pretty. Right, so that's good. I'm going to have this at the front. And I was thinking of maybe that as the leader and that is as a wee branch, but that's kind of thicker than this, which is, it doesn't make sense for me to make that the front. So that the top, because that is higher up. So I maybe have to make some serious chops. I'm not sure. Just things are in the wrong place. Ooh, that's strong. Right, we'll take that wee root off. There's not much to it. And this little wispy root too. Just try to tidy that up a tad. Much roots to it. That's not got much roots to it, so this is coming off as well. Right. Now we've got a really high root up here. That's coming off too. Okay. So now we've got this, we're left with this. Yeah. Some crazy downward root right here. The soil that's in this tub is from my previous video I just done. So I'm just doing back-to-back video here, and I'm going to be reusing some of the soil, to be honest with you, because it's fine. Nothing wrong with it at all. So, okay, so that route there, how it kind of goes up like that, it's kind of annoying. I'm going to take a chance on, I don't know if this will, if it's too much for this. 1 second. I'll put cut paste on that. That one. Yeah. Right. Right, I'll take that away, because that's just in the way. Now we're left with, I think that's enough for that. Now I'm left with what I'm going to do with all these little branches everywhere. Right, I'm just going to do some radical chops. First of all, this branch at the back, and keep that there. This little one in there. This little one in there as well. See if I keep that's at the same sort of height, yeah. I don't think I'll be attempting to try and wire this, but I need to. I'm hoping that I wonder if she just see that might start taking. There's one underneath there. There's a bud here. Hopefully that'll go. But I'm going to take this off because it's coming towards. Okay, but now we've got two competing sort of branches horizontal. So I'm going to take that off and see if that sort of makes a difference. Should I take that off as well? Oh, the wind's the wind's affecting the camera and everything. That definitely needs to come down. Well, it's coming off though. It's coming off, and maybe I should take it off at that point there and let that grow, or here and take this off as well. But I don't like how it's going across like that. So that's coming off. and I want this to be the leader, and with that looks too big then. So a wee bit of refinement in here, I think. Oh, that feels a bit broken there actually. There we go. Right. So what's happening in this wee branch? So one bud there. Wee branch going down, I think it is. It's hard to see. Then one there. There you go. I think I'm going to leave it at that. It's not the prettiest, but it definitely needs a drink of water. There we go. There we have it. I should actually wire that down, but now I see that branch sticking up. I'm taking that to there. I'll put it back in this pot, do you think? So, I've actually found a square plastic bonsai pot, which I think would actually be okay if I could only just get a few of the roots in. So I need to trim some of these little roots away around the edges, and we'll be hunky-dory. We'll be able to get that in there. So that one's not really got much on it. See, there's some nice roots at the end there. That one, that's got nothing, not much happening at the end of that either. Take that in a downward angle. A bit more cut paste on that actually. Knobbly bit there with some roots on it. I like there's good roots at the end of that. So let's see if I can get that in the pot now. An angle there. That would be the front. That would be the front. That would be the front. What do you think? I would have it square on like that. That will need to get tied down. In fact, that root's quite high up, but I think with wire I could tie that down. I'm going to get some wire in this pot. This hawthorn, I've not really been, never really been too sure what to do with it. I didn't want to go cutting off the wrong branch, and just in case I made horrible mistakes and make it look ugly and what have you. But at the end of the day, it's you have to do what you have to do to get it to look good. So I think I'll actually start off with some of this bonsai soil, to be honest with you. I was going to use some of that, but we'll use that for another thing later. I've still got some of this left from my last project. Pop that in there. Right in there. Right, there's probably, to be honest with you, it's probably needing some more root work. I could get probably brought in a bit more to that little branch there, to be honest with you. Take away this. I might just do that actually. I might just do that. Right. Here we go. There we are. Oh, even better. Even better. Wonder if I should take this away as well. Oh no, I shouldn't have. Right, anyway, stop chopping at it. That's what I'm saying to myself, and call it a day at that. Still a lot of fine stuff in this. A lot of fine stuff, and that'll get in between all the wee fine roots, hopefully anyway. Not that it's kinda, it's probably too fine actually in the mix. Probably too fine. So there you go. That is my Hawthorn. I'm going to give it a wee watering in. Cut that little root off that's sticking up there. Boom. Hey. I'm actually quite chuffed how that's turned out. So this is from a root cutting that I took in 2021, in March 2021, and the parent tree is just behind that shade over there. I think we should just go and take a look. These were the pots I was having a look at earlier as well actually, but the roots were just a bit too big and strong, and that was just too small. But this square one, this square plastic pot, meant I could get the roots in. There's now wee roots sticking up. Off with you. Okay, right, let's go and water it in and then have a look at his parent tree, okay? Try to be as gentle as I can here. Of course, all the perlite that's in it, it's like wants to float away to the top and wash out. So this is the Hawthorn that I've just styled, and right behind it there is where it came from in the first place. It's a root cutting from that Hawthorn back there, and this is what I got from it, and I'm actually quite pleased with it, to be honest with you. Really quite chuffed with it. Well, it's me again. Just want to interrupt this programme. It's the next day, and I wanted to jump into the potting shed. I actually wanted to do it last night, but I was too tired. So nice and early, the next day morning, I decided to practice some wiring, and the poor victim, of course, is this little, possibly a shohin size Hawthorn. And in particular this one here, I thought it was just too straight up and down, so I wanted to invoke a little bit of movement here. I quite like this little branch sticking up, and just wanted to get a wee bit of twist in this. Wanted to make sure that this was coming down, along and down that way, and a wee branch at the back there as well going down. And this one too, it was too coming sticking up, so bring it down and put a wee twist in it to make this branch, that one there go to the side instead of up. And I wanted this one to come down as well. And actually I'm swithering actually to, if you can see, so that would probably be the front end of it there. It's kind of hard to tell, but this one at the back here, yeah, that one there, I was actually thinking of just taking this bit off completely, this one, and just leaving that, but I think I'll leave it, and I hope I've managed to get a little bit of style into it, a little bit of movement. Just practicing my wiring. Fingers crossed I've not damaged any branches. So anyway, so that's it for this little interruption, or into the video anyway. So just a wee update that I have got out the old wire and had a wee go at it. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.